water marbling jazz hands! So I started off with plain white nails. I did a base coat and then 2 coats of white so the colors will show up brighter. Then I took some tape, a bucket, or some sort of water container that you really don't care about because you're going to get nail polish on it, and several nail polishes. Although I didn't end up using these ones, as you'll see later. And you're also going to need a top coat, but I wouldn't recommend using this one, as I will explain later. Then you tape off your nail, making sure you don't get any nail polish on your skin. And then you start dropping your nail polishes into the water, creating sort of a bullseye. As you see, they spread out quite a bit. So you kind of get the idea of that. And what you want to do is get maximum color density. So you want thin rings, because the colors do dilute a bit. Then you swirl it with a toothpick, trying not to take up all of the nail polish as you do so. Depending on how complex you want your design, maybe you just want some curved lines, maybe you want a swirl. It's kind of up to you. And then you sort of pick a design you want and line your nails up with it. And boop. Yep, just dip it straight in. Then you sort of wait for the nail polish to dry a little bit and clean up the excess with a toothpick, trying not to get any of the excess on the nails that you've dipped. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 2 at a time, as this is a bit tricky. And voila! Alright, now for the explanations from the beginning. I didn't end up using those colors, as you can see. The gold and the red spread out way more than I wanted them to, and they also dried really quickly, so it was hard to make designs. I really wanted to make Gryffindor nails, but 'twas not to be. Also, the reason I said not to use that top coat is because that top coat actually makes the nail polish bleed as you put it on. So I ended up sort of running with that when I saw that it was bleeding and created an entirely different sort of tie-dye, sort of watercolor look with my nails. So as you can see, they sort of started off water marbled, and I just sort of blurred them all until they looked like this. So cool result regardless. I don't know if you'd want to buy that top coat specifically and emulate that. I'm probably just going to buy another top coat specifically for water marbling so that my results turn out not smudged. Some things I forgot to mention in the voiceover bit is that it's best if your water is room temperature. Too warm and it spreads out too much, too cold and it'll dry really fast. And you also gotta work really quickly because the nail polishes do dry fairly fast when they're spread out that much. Other than that, it's a lot simpler than I thought it was gonna be, and I hope you guys give it a shot. Okay, see you next week!